All right, let's dive into a rivalry that totally transformed how pretty much all of us work with data, the battle between Tableau and Power BI. And this story is about way more than just two competing pieces of software. It's really a clash of ideas that changed the whole game of business intelligence.
For the longest time, this was the question echoing through offices everywhere. And it really gets to the core of this whole thing. Were you after the beautiful, perfectly crafted piece of art, or did you just need a powerful tool that everyone could use?
To really get what was going on here, we gotta rewind the clock a bit, back to when data started to explode in the 2010s.
I mean, think about it. By the 2010s, companies were practically drowning in data. Your classic spreadsheets, they were buckling under the pressure. The sheer amount of information was just becoming, well, impossible to understand. So there was this huge, desperate need for tools that could take all those numbers and turn them into something you could actually see.
And into this wide-open field, two main contenders stepped up. Each one had a completely different vision for what the future of data should look like.
First up, you've got the pioneer, Tableau. They'd been around since 2003, and their big, game-changing idea was to get data analysis away from the coders. They developed this amazing technology called VizQL, which basically translated your mouse clicks, your drags and drops, into complex database queries. So for the very first time, someone in marketing or sales could explore data and watch it come to life, all without writing a single line of code. It was revolutionary. Then, in 2015, the 800-pound gorilla enters the room. Microsoft rolls out Power BI. And look, their strategy was simple but brilliant. They leveraged everything they already had. They built on languages like DAX and M, which were basically supercharged versions of Excel formulas, and they baked it right into the tools that millions, and I mean millions of people were already using every single day. The goal was to make analytics available to absolutely everyone.
And this really brings us to the heart of the fight, because this was never just about features on a checklist. This was a full-blown clash of ideologies.
Now, both of them used the same buzzword. They both promised to democratize data. They wanted to get its power into more people's hands. But how they thought that should happen couldn't have been more different.
This chart pretty much says it all. Tableau was all about artistry, about depth. They were the premium, design-driven tool for the serious analyst, for the data storyteller who was crafting that one perfect, insightful dashboard. Think of it like a bespoke suit. Power BI, on the other hand, was all about ubiquity. It was about seamless integration. It was designed to be the affordable, good enough tool for the entire company that was already running on Microsoft. Think mass production.
So with these two completely different philosophies, the stage was set. The battle for the market was on.
And things heated up fast. In 2015, Microsoft just came out swinging with pricing that was almost impossible to ignore. Then came the killer move. They bundled Power BI with Office 365. Boom. Suddenly, it's on millions of desktops overnight. Then the whole game shifts again in 2019 when Salesforce buys Tableau, setting up this epic showdown between two of the absolute biggest players in tech.
So, after all the corporate moves and fights for market share, what's the real legacy? What did this battle actually leave behind for the rest of us? Well, Tableau's legacy is that it made data beautiful. It completely changed what we expected to see. It took data visualization from this weird niche IT skill and turned it into a core way businesses communicate. Suddenly, everyone, from marketing to operations, wasn't just supposed to show numbers. They had to tell a story with them, pulling out insights a spreadsheet could never reveal. And Power BI's legacy? Scale, pure and simple. They made business intelligence a utility, something as common and expected as email. By just including it with Office, Microsoft made analytics a standard part of the toolkit, not some expensive, specialized software. It meant data wasn't just for data scientists anymore, it was for literally everyone.
But here's the best part. Because they were fighting so hard, the real winner was, well, all of us. The competition just forced them to innovate at a crazy pace. Dashboards became the normal way people talked in meetings, and the power to analyze data got pushed out of the IT department and into the hands of every single team, changing how finance, HR, and sales worked forever.
So when you boil it all down, this was really a contest between two big ideas. Tableau went after beauty and perfection. Power BI went after scale and access for everyone. And you know what? Together, they completely rewrote the rules of what we could do with data. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As we keep moving forward into a world that's even more driven by data, which one of those ideas is going to win out? Is it the beautiful, perfectly crafted insight? Or is it the pretty good insight that's available to everyone, everywhere, instantly?